Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris here. Thanks for tuning into the channel to Vet Built. Today we are back on our 51 Ford rock crawler project, and today we are going to be closing in the back of the box with a custom tailgate and all that fun jazz. We need to incorporate a tire carrier, tailgate obviously, lighting structure, the whole 9 yards. So today we're going to get started on the tube structure for that. I'm going to get switched over into something that's actually a little spark resistant, and then we'll pour the coal and get going from there. So give me a minute and we'll get going. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and cheers. All right, so after several hours of chatting with the missus and trying to get what I have in my head coherently out into the world, I think I got it. So this is what, follow along, and hopefully this is it. So the main structure for the tailgate section is going to be 1.5 inch by 120 wall square tubing. This stuff here. This one, I'm going to cut it properly, everything else like that, and it's going to go from corner to corner, and then I'm just going to stitch weld it in on the top here, and then stitch weld it in on the bottom on these guys here once everything's copacetic. I'm going to put another piece, same thing, from corner to corner. Then 2 pieces here and 2 pieces here, all right? And I'm gonna weld them in. Well, I'm gonna tack in the center ones. Then I'll have another one going from the back here to the bar on both sides. Poly bushing up here, poly bushing down here. That's gonna be the structure for the tire carrier on this side, and it's gonna swing out a lot like the Randy's JL style, I want to say. I'll throw a picture of it up on the screen now. This is actually where I got inspiration from it. I was just checking around for ideas online, and this is where it came from. So you see how it swings out? That's what I'm going to do for this, only a different way of going about it. Now back to this here. So the tire carrier is going to swing out like that. The tailgate's going to drop down like this. I'll be able to come in here because I'm going to have my stove and water and all my food supplies here. Quick access, and it's going to be just general stuff that I want on the trail really, really quick to keep myself happy. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to make up my cut list, all that good stuff, and then we're going to get going from there. All right, guys, so sat there, cut the material, and I sanded it off camera because there's nothing glorious about that. And then I just got it sitting in place, and I'm really, really liking what I'm seeing. Let me show you. So here we are, all right? Everything's just sitting in place, obviously. But I like it. When I sit there and I put up the light here, I might put it roughly about here. Once again, this is not the light that I'm going to use, but it is the same diameter. It feels good. I might put a little off center, but for the most part, I like it. And the reason I'm going to put it off center is just in case I need to put some sort of reinforcements here for the latch for both the tailgate and the tire carrier. But all in all, I'm really, really digging this. I'm getting good vibes. I'm gonna make up some tabs that just weld onto the corner here, because if I put another bar in here, when I stand back, I don't love it. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't love it But I think if I sit here and I just put in some tabs that just kind of cope around there really nice, I think it's going to be mucho bene or whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to keep going like that. The other thing that I started thinking about was license plate location. So here we are. The tube work is done. Well, the heavy work is done anyway. So things that still need to be addressed on here. One, final weld. I did final weld some things in here. Like down here, all the high sections, I welded those out because if not, it was going to interfere with the tailgate closing. These lower sections down here, I'm going to seam seal all that, both top and bottom. This way, it's good to go. I need to radius this guy right here. All right, cap this here, and then also over here and over here as well. Tire carrier pivot points, they are in and looking sweet. Can't complain there. And then we move on to the tailgate. Same thing. I need to cap this guy here and cap this guy here. But now let's move on to an issue. This. All right. So some of you might be thinking, oh, there's something underneath there. That's what I thought as well. No. It's the hinges themselves. That's the only thing I can think of, and it kind of pisses me off. But I mean, there's worse things in the world, I guess. I mean, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So real quick, these bumperettes here, all right? The initial plan was they were going to be the resting spot for the tire carrier, lower arm, and then as well as a hard stop for the gate. But now they're just going to be there for the tire carrier. The tailgate, I'm going to hinge it the same poly bushings on that side there. Why? Just because it's going to look cool. But then it's going to swing out like this. And that is a couple fold. Hold on a second. I got to grab this guy here. So my plan was with this T handle, I have a couple of aluminum arms that bolt in here. So when you turn it, it pulls arms in or out. And I was going to put it right here, right smack dab in the center and go from there. But when you look from the top, you see how it sticks out further than the tube? Yeah, big issue. So I'm gonna have to readdress this tailgate, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it without really losing my shirt on it. So first things first is it has to have structure, because if it opens up like this, then I want to have the stove and a couple other things hanging off of it so I can just drop down and use it. And then maybe a roll out here or so. Anyway. But I need to think about it. I was thinking about making it all out of sheet metal, and it's something that I'm going to have to pull back and readdress, all right? Because it is bugging the hell out of me, but I want to do this right. The other issue is I got to fill in that stupid logo, and other than that, that's it. That's it for today. Next episode, when we're back on the tailgate, I'm going to be doing the tailgate itself. I'm going to hammer that out. Then it's going to be the sheet metal work, and then hopefully we're going to be done. But it's going to go. The next episodes you guys are going to hopefully be seeing is Dana 60, tailgate, fenders, finish off the tailgate, so part 3 of the tailgate, and then after that, I'll give you guys another update. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Please like, subscribe. It helps us out with the algorithm gods, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers, stay focused. I need some outro music.